Imagine waking up one day in a world where everything seems just a little off-kilter. Your friends, your family, even your favorite news anchors can't be trusted. You've entered the twilight zone, right? No, my friends, you've merely stumbled into the whimsical chaos of April Fool's Day. I'm your guide on this unpredictable journey into trickery and mirth. From spaghetti trees to misleading headlines, today, we're pulling back the curtain on the most mischievous day of the year. So, buckle up, pranksters, and let's uncover the peculiar origins of April Fool's Day. Number 1. The Gregorian calendar theory. Alright, it's time to jump back a few centuries. The year is 1582. Renaissance art is in full swing, Shakespeare is just a toddler, and we're in the thick of an era where it could take months, sometimes even years, for news to travel. I mean, no smartphones, no internet, can you even imagine? And right in the midst of all this, Pope Gregory XIII makes a major change. He shakes up the whole calendar system. This is where our story really begins. See, before 1582, the new year was celebrated at the end of March. But with the introduction of the Gregorian calendar, January 1st became the new year. Now this might seem like a simple change, but remember, news traveled at a snail's pace in those days. So there were these folks, blissfully unaware of this monumental calendar shakeup. They continued to whoop it up for the new year on the 1st of April. And what did society do when they found these oblivious celebrators? Well, they pranked them, of course. These unknowing partygoers became the brunt of jokes, tricks, and the very first April Fools. The day for jesters was born, in the grandest mix-up of the centuries. Imagine being punked for not knowing when to party right. That's one for the history books, literally. Number 2. Spring festivals and ancient celebrations. If the Gregorian calendar switcheroo seems a bit dry for your taste, fear not, because our next theory is positively blooming with color and vitality. It takes us on a tour around the globe, celebrating the arrival of spring, a time of rebirth, renewal, and yes, revelry. Imagine the streets of ancient Rome, the air filled with laughter, jesters performing, and people rejoicing in the public squares. Welcome to Hilaria, the festival of mirth and merriment, celebrated on March 25th, close enough to April 1st to make us raise an eyebrow. Romans would dress up in disguises, play pranks, and the social order was turned upside down for a day. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? But wait, we're not done with our historical joyride. Pack your bags, we're heading to India. Holi, a festival that paints towns and cities in bright hues, is a testament to love, the triumph of good over evil, and the welcoming of spring. But amidst the color fights and sweet treats, there's a delightful tradition of good-natured pranking. Picture your friend's surprise when instead of colored powder, a bucket full of water is thrown at them. These springtime festivals of yore, teeming with laughter, pranks, and social inversion, might well be the charming ancestors of our beloved April Fool's Day. While we can't be certain, it's fun to imagine that our love of springtime silliness hasn't changed much in thousands of years. Number 3. The French tradition of Poisson d'avril. Now, if you thought April Fool's Day couldn't get any weirder, let me introduce you to the delightful French tradition of Poisson d'avril, which literally translates to April fish. Yes, you heard it right. Fish. On April 1st, French children embark on a stealthy mission, armed with the most fearsome weapon, a paper fish. Their mission, should they choose to accept it, is to sneak up behind as many unsuspecting people as possible and stick these paper fishes onto their backs. Why a fish, you ask? Well, the story dates back to the 16th century. Remember our old friend, the Gregorian calendar? When the New Year shifted, the tradition of giving fishes gifts during the end of March New Year celebrations was suddenly out of season. The pranksters decided to give fake fish instead, thus starting a unique tradition that continues to this day. Picture this: children snickering, their eyes sparkling with mischief, as their teachers, parents, or friends discover a fish stuck to their backs, much to the amusement of everyone around. Now that's what I call a fin-tastic April Fool's prank. Number 4. The modern pranksters. Fast forwarding to the present, the spirit of April Fool's Day has spread its infectious laughter across the globe. Let's delve into the extraordinary world of modern pranksters, a realm of humor where audacity meets creativity and gives birth to pure mischief. From the ordinary folks concocting practical jokes at home, to global corporations pulling off outrageous publicity stunts, everyone, it seems, wants to be an April Fool. Yes, even your usually straight-laced Aunt Edna might be hiding whoopee cushions under your chair. One of the most infamous pranks comes from 1957 when the BBC tricked viewers with a special report on Swiss farmers harvesting spaghetti from trees. Yes, you heard it right. Spaghetti trees. Then there's the left-handed Whopper, a prank by Burger King in 1998. They claim to have created a new burger designed specifically for the 10% of the population that's left-handed, causing a whirl of hilarity and confusion. April Fool's Day has become a celebration that transcends cultural boundaries, a day that honors the trickster within all of us. From Tokyo to Toronto, from Paris to Perth, we're united by our love for a good joke, a clever hoax, and a shared moment of laughter. So, on April 1st, let your imagination run wild. Be bold, be mischievous. After all, for 24 hours, we're all licensed pranksters on this grand global stage of tomfoolery and merriment. And remember, it's all in good fun. Keep it light, keep it playful, and most importantly, keep 'em laughing. Well, my friends, we've tricked and traveled through the history of April Fool's Day, one prank at a time. If you enjoyed this jester's journey, hit that like button. Want more tales of mischief? Subscribe, become part of our prank-loving community. Stay tuned for more, and remember, keep your sense of humor handy, you'll need it.